Now the next one, you have insertion sort. Okay, so insertion sort is also set as a simple sorting algorithm. Now it works by taking elements from the list one by one and inserting them in their correct position into a new sorted list. Okay, so it will be choosing one by one and it will be inserting the smallest number in the correct position to form a new sorted list. So this algorithm builds a final sorted array at the end. This algorithm uses n-1 number of passes to get the final sorted list as per the previous algorithm. Spelling is wrong here. Okay, previous algorithm. Okay, so you have the pseudocode. Pseudocode adhe mari neenga ownave eludala after you listen to the example. Okay, after you understand the example, you can write the pseudocode in your own words. So step 1, it is said as first you have to go with the first element. It is already sorted. Now pick the next element. Compare with all elements in the sorted sublist. Shift all the elements in the sorted sublist that is greater than the value to be sorted. Insert the value, repeat till the list is sorted. So, oru tharava what you are going to do, you can explain in the pseudocode. Final last step la vandhi neenga enna sollalana, repeat the process nu solli mudichalam. That is how you have to write the pseudocode. Okay, right? So, I will explain this with the example. We'll see that example now. So, this is the question which is given. Okay, the question for the first time, we have written it in the array format. Okay, question அப்படியே நம்ம எழுதிட்டோம். Array formatல எழுதியாச்சு. So by default, we can assume in this manner. So we have inserted 44. So that is the first location. Okay. Now what we have going to do is we are going to compare these two. Okay, 44 and 16. So இது ரெண்டையும் compare பண்ணும். Okay. So இது ரெண்டையும் compare பண்ணும்போது இதுல பார்க்கும்போது this is the smaller number. Smaller number will be inserted in the first place. Okay. So when it is comparing these two, what will happen? These two will be swapped now. Swapped நம்ம இங்க யூஸ் பண்ண வேண்டாம். We have to use the term inserting only because this is insertion sort. So 16 will be inserted here and 44 will go here. Okay. அதுக்கப்புறம் அப்படியே அந்த என்ன இருக்கோ the remaining set will be written as it is. 67, 21, 34, 45 and 10 as it is, it will be written. Okay. Now here what we can write is like a comment we can write. What is inserted? Inserted 16 is inserted there. Okay, now these two are sorted. So idu rendu mudinjiruchu. Okay, now what will happen is next comparison will be with 83. Now so far we were seeing the comparison was with only one value, isn't it? Whereas in insertion sort it is not like that. Now the third value will be taken. It will be compared with these two. சரியா, அதாவது அது அந்த வேல்யூ விட சின்னதா இருந்ததுன்னா அது இங்க கொண்டு வந்து புஷ் பண்ணிடும். For that only it will compare. So now 83 will be compared with 16. 83 will be compared with 44. Okay, so இது ரெண்டுலயுமே பாத்தீங்கன்னா இதுதான் கிரேட்டரா இருக்கு. So அது அப்படியே மெயின்டைன் பண்ணிடும். Okay, right? So it will be as 16, 44, 83. So இது ஃபுல்லா sorted element ஆயிடுச்சு போ. Okay, இந்த passல வந்து these two are sorted. Now in this pass these three are sorted. Okay, so the remaining இங்க இருந்து இங்க வரைக்கும் அப்படியே the same we will be writing. Okay, right? So now in this position we have to write inserted 83. 83 எங்கேயுமே மூவ் ஆகல, but technically we have to say it as it is inserted. So இது மூணுமே sort ஆயிடுச்சு இப்போ இந்த இடத்துல. Okay, now we are going to compare with 7. சரியா, அடுத்தது பாத்தீங்கன்னா this will be compared with these three. The fourth element will be compared with all the three. So it will check now. 7 will be compared to 16. It will compared to 44. It will be compared to 83. இது எல்லாத்தையும் காட்டிலும் this is a very small number, isn't it? Compared to all these three, this is a smaller number, right? So this will be pushed to the first position. So இங்க வந்துரும். சரியா, அந்த 7ன்றது first positionக்கு insert ஆயிட்டு மத்தது அப்படியே it will be moved. One box it will be moving to the right. Okay, so 16. Can you understand? 44, 83, 67, 21, 34. இதெல்லாம் அப்படியே வரும். Okay, so now here what is inserted? We have inserted 7. Can you understand this? 7 வந்து first position வந்துட்டு the remaining will be pushed. Okay, இங்க swap ஆகாது, replace ஆகாது. நல்லா புரிஞ்சுக்கோங்க, interchange கிடையாது, swap கிடையாது. It is inserting the correct value and the next further values will be pushed to the right side. Understood, right? So இப்போ இங்க வந்து எது வரைக்கும் sort ஆயிடுச்சு? So now we have sorted இந்த 4 இது sort ஆயிடுச்சு. Okay, now for the next one, now it is going to be comparing with the 67, the value 67. Okay, so இது என்ன பண்ணும், 67ன்றது logically what it will do is it is 67 is greater than 7 and 16, isn't it? So 44 லையும் கிடையாது. So அது வந்து logically எப்படி டிசைட் பண்ணும், இந்த 67 அப்படிங்கிறது it will come somewhere between 44 and 83. 67 should come somewhere between these two value only. So இந்த sorted element disturb பண்ணாது, அது அப்படியே இருக்கும். Okay, so 44 will be as it is. So it should be between, isn't it? So இந்த இடத்துல வரணும். அப்ப என்ன ஆகும், 67 will be inserted here, 83 will be moved here. Okay, 21, 34, அதுக்கப்புறம் இந்த remaining வந்து அப்படியே இருக்கும். So now here what is inserted? 67 is inserted. Okay, right? So இங்க இப்போ இது வரைக்கும் sort ஆயிடுச்சு. சரி, இது வரைக்கும் sort ஆயாச்சு. Now next comparison is going to be with 21 with all the elements. So 21 அது பார்த்துட்டே வரும், 7, 16. So it will logically decide. It will be coming somewhere in between 16 and 44. Okay, so this 21 has to be placed between 16 and 44. So 7 அப்படியே வரும். Okay, so 16. Now 21 will be inserted here. அப்புறம் மற்ற element எல்லாம் அப்படி push பண்ணிரும். 44, 67, 83, 34, 45 and 10. So now what is inserted? 21 is inserted. Inserted 21. Okay, so now in the stage la வந்து இது வரைக்கும் முடிஞ்சிருச்சு, sorting முடிஞ்சிருச்சு. Okay, now 34 ல இருந்து செக் பண்ணோம். So 34 செக் பண்ணிட்டே வரும், செக் பண்ணிட்டு வந்து somewhere it has to be inserted between 21 and 44, isn't it? So accordingly 7, 16, 21. So இந்த இடத்துல 34 வந்துரும், அடுத்த மற்ற வேல்யூ எல்லாம் அப்படியே புஷ் பண்ணிரும். Okay, so now what is inserted here? 34 is inserted. Inserted 34. Okay, so இங்க வரைக்கும் முடிஞ்சிருச்சு sorting. Okay, இப்போ 45 ஓட செக் பண்ணோம். 45 ஓட செக் பண்ணும்போது எந்த இடத்துல வரணும், it should be somewhere between 44 and 67. Okay, so it will come and insert in between 44 and 67. Okay, 34, 44. So இங்க தான் வந்து 45 வரும், 67, 83 and 10. So now what is inserted? 45 is inserted, isn't it? So inserted 45. Okay, இப்போ ஃபுல்லா இது வரைக்கும் முடிஞ்சிருச்சு. Okay, now the 10 is going to be it is going to check. So in the sorted order la fulla check பண்ணும். 10 எங்க place ஆகலாம், 7 க்கும் 16 க்கும் நடுவுல 10 can come. So 7, 10 அவ்வளவுதான், மத்ததெல்லாம் அப்படியே புஷ் பண்ணிரும். 16, 21, 34, 44, 45, 67, 83. அவ்வளவுதான். Okay, so finally we have inserted 10 also. That's all. Okay, yes, so can you see the sorted one now? Now இந்த கடைசி இது பாத்தீங்கன்னா full sorted list தான் இல்லையா? It has been inserted and it has been sorted. Okay, can you understand this? Okay, now the last thing what is given in your book is about dynamic programming. Okay, they have asked in 2 marks. Okay, 2 marks or 3 marks you will be getting this definition. What is the meaning of dynamic programming? Dynamic programming is an algorithmic design method that can be used when the solution to a problem can be viewed as a result of a sequence of decisions. Okay, now this particular explanation will best suit the Fibonacci series. You all have already learned about the Fibonacci series example, isn't it? So in the dynamic program வந்து correct Fibonacci series க்கு apply ஆகும். Okay, so it is a solution to a problem which can be viewed as a result of the sequence of decision. So ஒரு அவுட்புட்ல இருந்து இன்னொரு அவுட்புட்டை நம்ம ஆட் பண்ணிட்டே வருவோம்ல, அதான Fibonacci series. இப்போ 0, 1 அப்படி இருந்துச்சா 0 plus 1 is 1. Okay, அப்புறம் திரும்ப 1 plus 1 will be 2, 2 plus 1 will be 3, isn't it? So like that it will be going, isn't it? So that is what is said here. So it will be the solution from the previous decision which is made, or from the previous output. So this is quite similar to the divide and conquer method. You remember where we saw the divide and conquer method? It is coming under binary search, isn't it? So the same approach is used here. So the given problem is divided into smaller and yet smaller possible subproblems. Okay, so it will be divided. Okay, so now in your book they have explained only about the Fibonacci series. So we will also talk about the same thing. So இது வந்து problem குள்ளே இன்னொரு problem it will be called mostly factorial. இதெல்லாம் வந்து recursionல use பண்றோம்ல, Fibonacci series, all those things can be applied using this dynamic programming technique. Dynamic programming is used whenever problems can be divided into similar subproblems so that their results can be reused to complete the process. சரியா, திரும்ப திரும்ப நம்ம reuse பண்றோம்னா we can use this particular technique. Okay, நம்ம reuse பண்ணாலே வந்து mostly recursionல வரும், and at the same time அந்த சொல்யூஷனே எடுத்து நம்ம திரும்ப யூஸ் பண்றோம் இல்லையா Fibonacci சீரீஸ்ல. So all these points is satisfying only that particular explanation. So the solutions of the overlapped subproblems are combined in order to get the better solution. Okay, so we are using the term overlapped subproblems. Now what are the steps to do dynamic programming? So the given problem will be divided into smaller overlapping subproblems. Okay, so new term overlapping வருது, ஏன்னா previous number use பண்ணுது இல்லையா, previous number result தான் வந்து next இதுக்கு input use பண்ணுது. So it is getting overlapped there. So that is what they are mentioning here. An optimum solution for the given problem can be achieved by using result of smaller subproblem. Okay, so ஏற்கனவே உள்ள result தான் நம்ம திரும்ப யூஸ் பண்றோம். So dynamic algorithms use new term which is given as memoization. Okay, so dynamic algorithms are using this particular technique. In one word they are asking. Okay, so what is the meaning of memoization? So memoization is an optimization technique used primarily to speed up computer programs by storing the results of the expensive function calls and returning the cached result when the same inputs occur again. Okay, so this is one of the optimization technique which is used to speed up the programs. Okay, right? So memoization is one of the concept or the technique which is used for these particular dynamic programming concepts. Okay, right? எப்போ எதுக்கு யூஸ் ஆகுது? When the same inputs are going to occur over and over again. For that particular thing only this technique is used. Okay, now an example, as I told you, Fibonacci series is given. So what is the meaning of Fibonacci series? They have given here subsequent numbers by adding two previous numbers. So it starts from two numbers. Okay, let us assume as fib of 0 and fib of 1. So the initial value of fib 0 and fib 1 can be taken as 0 and 1. So it has to satisfy the following condition, isn't it? So fib என்றது எப்படி கிடைக்கும்? The previous two values add பண்ணோம்னா நமக்கு ஒரு value கிடைக்கும். Hence a Fibonacci series for the value for series of n value 8 can be like this, isn't it? So இது வந்து நம்ம எப்படி கண்டுபிடிப்போம்? I hope you all remember this, isn't it? Okay, now how do we find this? Okay, so first value வந்து நம்ம 0 சொல்றோம், அப்புறம் second value வந்து 1. So now what will happen? So these two will be added and we will be getting 1. அடுத்ததுல வந்து இது ரெண்டே add பண்ணிட்டு you will be getting 2. Next இது ரெண்டே add பண்ணிட்டு you will be getting 3. இது ரெண்டும் add பண்ணா you will get 5. These two you will be getting it as 8. These two you will be getting it as 13. Okay, so this is how it is executed. So what kind of approach is used here is dynamic programming approach in சொல்றாங்க. Okay, because output of the previous one is going to be the input for the next one, isn't it? So that is how we are getting the series, right? So that is what is explained here, and you have to write an algorithm for that. Okay, so இது கூட you can write in your own words. So you can initialize, then print the values of Fibonacci series, then you have to calculate. So write the formula correctly, print the value. Now again you are going to assign. இதுதான் ரொம்ப முக்கியம். Assign f1 to f0, the fib value whatever you are getting to f1, then you have to repeat the steps. Okay, if it is 10 digits, so this will be the output for this. I hope you all know how it is executed, isn't it? So the ரெண்டே add பண்ணி வருது. Okay, so you have to explain this Fibonacci series. அவ்வளவுதான். You have to write the algorithm and explain. Give the definition of a dynamic programming approach as it is similar to the divide and conquer சொல்லலாம், and how it is getting overlapped, how it is used as overlapped subproblems என்றதை explain பண்ணுங்க.